So the question we've gotten from, it feels like everyone except my mom, has been, is Long Beach State going to buy out Dan Munson, or are they going to give him an extension? Now, we have certainly heard from a number of sources suggesting it will be one of those two things.
I think it has to be one of those two things.
I don't think there's any chance that he's going into a lame duck year. It's not like there's a slam dunk hire that's sitting out there the way that Joey Mackenzie Furbringer or Jeff Kamen were for the women's volleyball and women's basketball teams.
Or like Dan Munson was when Larry Reynolds was done at Long Beach State. He was the guy, you saw him and you were like, yeah, the guy who helped build Gonzaga? Absolutely. Sign him up. Bring him over. So that was the easy one.
Right. So if that guy were sitting there right now, I think it's a little bit easier to just say, yeah, buy the guy out and let's start the new thing. You make a fair point that if they had that landing pad, that might be the direction they're more inclined to go in. Now, that being said, President Connolly made a comment to us when we were interviewing her about the financial situation about the men's basketball coaching position being expensive at Long Beach State. I would be, like I said, very surprised if Munson is extended. I think you will see a contract that is more of a traditional mid-major contract that does not have all those escalators from the travel.
Now, why would Dan Munson do that?
And because it's going to be that or...
Well, what do you mean or? Like, this guy has turned down big money offers. I know he's going to be okay. He knows he's going to be okay. I think Long Beach State knows that Dan Munson is going to land a job no matter if it's at Long Beach State or another university. If the university says that a basketball coach that gets paid $800,000 a year is too expensive for the university, which they haven't said yet, but if they do say that, then you just have to move on. But you have to make that decision not based on Dan Munson, based on where your university is in comparison to the rest of your conference and how much you're paying said person.
If it were me in that position, I actually very much could see myself taking that as, yeah, it's going down in salary, but is this better for my family, and making the decision from that perspective.
We want to know what you have to say. Hit us up on Twitter and Facebook. We're obviously going to blast out this podcast as well as the article on that situation this week at the562.org. So make sure you share it with your friends and find out what they think too.